Hello and welcome to CCA's very own podcast. This is the first episode. Now this is podcasting. I'm Dre.
I'm Sam.
I'm Billy.
And I'm Mr. O'Keefe.
So, for our first topic of the day, we're going to talk about spring break.
Jamaica.
Yeah, so we're going to Jamaica. There's a lot of fun things to do there, of course, but we're going for a mission trip. So thanks to all who have supported financially and, of course, through
Facts.
prayers. Sam, this is the first mission trip you've gone on, correct?
Yep.
So, Sam, what are you looking forward to the most?
Your mom going? Is your mom going, Sam?
Yes, my mother is going, and that's going to be very nice. Maybe she can tuck me in when I go to bed. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to getting out of the cold and into the sun. But no, that's not the main thing. It's all about helping the kids out and doing God's work.
Do you guys know any, just random question, but do you know any projects that you're doing in Jamaica already? Or
Toilets.
Toilets.
We're going to be working with toilets. That's what I heard.
Fixing toilets, cleaning
installing-
toilets,
installing toilets.
Okay,
Yes.
Toilets.
cool.
I heard that, Billy,
Some building projects.
if you were
too.
going, I'd assume that you would clean the toilets, right, with your hands.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to clean toilets for the Jamaicans there. Yeah, it would just be loads of fun. Oh, man.
No, but seriously, we're going to be doing a lot of building and helping out around in that area. Last year, we went to Nicaragua. We raked some leaves, raked some dirt. I know, yes, we did rake some dirt. But we spent a lot of time with orphans and stuff, and they made an impact on our lives and everything. So it's going to be great this year.
Are you guys
hopefully,
doing
Jamaica.
Are you doing a VBS for the kids? Do you
I
know?
think
or
so.
no? Okay,
Yes, in fact,
a VBS.
we are.
So besides going to Jamaica for spring break, which is not really, like we said, a spring break for the students, it's
a lot of
obviously
hard
a working missions trip. Okay, where you're going to
Yep.
try to spread the gospel and spend a lot of time with the kids there. What else have you done in spring break, or what would you like to be doing, Billy? I'll ask you that first. What are you going to be doing over spring break?
I'm going to be staying up all night playing Fortnite, going to bed around 1 a.m., and probably waking up around 12 and just doing the same thing over again.
Okay,
It's pretty
so
crazy, Billy.
A lot of video games.
Is
It's
that the
not
kind of-
actually that much, but yeah.
Is that the kind of lifestyle that you would want to be living?
If I got paid for it.
If you had
Do
kids,
you
would that
get
be-
paid for it?
Not at the moment.
If you had
What are
kids,
you
would
doing
that be
to
what
get
you
paid
want them
for it?
doing?
Playing video games.
We both asked the question at the same time, Sam. You asked yours first.
So if you had kids, would that be how you would want them to be living their lives?
If they got paid for it.
I got paid for it. Okay. What are you
Do you
doing to work towards getting paid for that, Billy?
Getting better at the game, because you got to be good at the game to play, to get paid for Fortnite. Like, there's huge streamers out there who they're really good at the game, and that's why they get paid. So if I got good at the game, then I'd get paid for it. That's
So-
what I'm doing during
So it
spring
sounds like
break.
you're implying that you're not good right now. That's what I'm
Not
hearing.
at the moment, no. I may switch to rainbows.
A lot of
Trash.
ifs. So how many of your homework assignments have you turned in for Mr. Gagney right now out of 5? Just give me a number out of 5. How many have you turned in?
I've turned in every single one.
Lies.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Lies.
But the thing is, they might not all be completed fully, but they are turned in.
Okay, my spring break, guys. I'm not going to sit at home and play video games. I'm not going to the missions trip, although I think that'd be fun. I'm actually not going anywhere. I may take a day trip, just spend some time with Timmy. Hopefully the weather gets better a little bit here so we can play outside, because being cooped up inside has been a lot. So, Dre, why don't you take us to our next topic?
Well, it's
Wait.
it's funny. Oh, go ahead,
I have
Sam.
one more question for Billy. So that way that you said you're going to be spending your spring break. I know we're going on a missions trip,
Right.
and Mr. O'Keefe is hanging out with his family. Is that God-pleasing, what you're planning on doing?
Playing Fortnite?
Is it God-pleasing to disobey your parents and stay up late and drink Mountain Dew and play Fortnite all day?
I don't like
You didn't
Mountain
mention
Dew,
praying.
but my parents
You didn't mention
don't
praying
really
or going
care.
to church in there.
Well,
Billy, come on.
Next topic is going to be about
Okay,
chivalry.
So,
Billy's obviously does not want to answer the question and is feeling a little guilty.
I
So
get enough
we are
Jesus
gonna.
at school.
Hopefully, our producers will mute Billy for right now, and we are going to move on to our next topic. Dre, go ahead and let's have that.
yeah, and Billy, just with anything you do, make sure you glorify God. You can glorify God through Fortnite, I'm sure. But listen, Mr. O'Keefe, it's funny that you brought up Timmy and spending time with Timmy. Now, you have a son, of course, and something that people always try to teach their sons and their children, of course, but again, especially sons, is chivalry. Mr. O'Keefe, what is chivalry to you?
Chivalry is just, I guess I actually saw Daniel McQueen and I think Sam Prochaska trying to show some chivalry in one of the classes here at CCA by laying their jacket down for ladies as they walked into the room. Okay, now I think that's a
Holding
little
the door.
and holding the door, a little extreme. But
Chivalry is a lifestyle.
okay,
Real talk. No cap.
so your question is, how do I teach that to Timmy?
Yeah,
Or
right.
I think one thing at my house is Timmy is a toddler now. Oh, he's not 2, but he's about to be 2, terrible 2s. And he's really getting into hitting, okay? Smacking, people, which is not chivalrous, okay? But he would hit, and like one of the things that we talk about is if like one of my buddies, John, comes over or I'm over and we're wrestling, that's one thing, to be roughhousing and playing around. But hitting, like his mom, okay, Dana, is not acceptable. He has timeouts and things like that for it. So I think just showing the most respect you can for females is my definition of chivalry.
Dre, what about you? What are your thoughts on chivalry?
Chivalry, I think, is something important that we should all keep. Just doing all the things that Mr. O'Keefe said. But at the same time, here's a hot take.
Hot take?
A hot take. I think the idea of chivalry that females have in their mind today is unrealistic.
It's warped.
It's warped. I think they have some delusional idea that men should bow down and be subservient to them. And I'm not sure that's
Is that
True.
everybody,
Are
or
you
is that
saying-
more
Not-
here
not
at
every-
CCA?
not everybody.
Is that everybody or here more at
no,
CCA?
no. I'm just saying in general, some people do think that chivalry means
Unnamed.
that.
Some people it will go unnamed.
Yeah, unnamed.
But there are definitely some people.
Okay, here. Not to be rude, Billy, you don't have a girlfriend. Okay, Sam,
Yeah, I do.
you have a girlfriend.
I will neither confirm nor
DeAndre-
deny that.
DeAndre does not. You can't. This is going to be put on live. You have no girlfriend, or you have a girlfriend, Sam?
What? I
You-
can neither confirm nor deny.
Aubrey.
Okay,
All right.
so you have a girlfriend. DeAndre has somebody he hangs out with a lot, but not a girlfriend. So if you go to dinner, does the guy buy the meal?
No.
Is that chivalrous or not? Should the guy pay for every meal?
That is very chivalrous, but at the same time, it's there's I think that it's whatever you prefer. It's if there's a mutual understanding, then
For me, sometimes if Dana and I go to dinner, sometimes she pays, sometimes I pay, but we have the same bank
Isn't it your
account.
money? Isn't it all the same money?
Yes. Okay. Just depends on who brings their wallet or purse. Okay. Sometimes I forget mine. Sometimes I don't take Apple Pay. So, yeah, no. But Dre, what do you think? Does the guy always have to pay?
There's no law that says they should, and women should not expect you to. But at the same time, I
It is
think
the
that
kind
is
thing to
it's
do.
the kind thing to do that you should. But yeah, that's what I would say. I think here. Okay, Billy, what time? What are we at on time?
Almost.
Billy is
It
really
doesn't
Okay,
matter.
look,
We can
he's
just keep
really
we can just
worried
keep
about
talking. We
This
can just
is-
keep talking.
He
Look.
has done nothing for this podcast. Okay, I will put that out there. He's done nothing helpful for this podcast.
I'm doing really
Billy,
good sitting
Billy,
here.
Look,
Okay.
stop. This is kind of going into my rant.
Okay.
This is my rant. When you're
Stop. So let me just say at the end of each podcast,
Wait a minute, wait a
at
minute.
the end of each
Can I talk about
podcast,
chivalry?
we'll
This
have
was
a
my
little-
topic.
this is
Okay.
part of
This
the
was my
chivalry.
topic,
This
all
rant
right?
is part
I
of
like
chivalry.
playing Minecraft.
Okay.
And
So
my-
at the end of our podcast, every episode, each person participating will have 30 seconds or whatever to rant. Dre is going to use his now. Then we'll go to Sam, Billy, and then myself. So go ahead, Dre.
All right, this goes with chivalry. You open the door for a female. She walks in, and she either does one of three things. One, she says thanks, and that's great. Two, she walks right by you and says nothing. That's the worst. Or you open the door and she gets mad at you for opening the door like, oh, I can do it myself. Like, what is wrong with that's my rant. That's horrible. It's the worst thing ever.
So is this my rant?
Yes, Sam, we're on to you.
Oh, okay. I really dislike it when you come up with topics for a podcast and then you get shut out during that topic and don't get to speak your mind on it. Personally, that's my thing.
So my
with
rant is going to be
with chivalry,
Cut him out of
with
it.
chivalry, my thing is, I think that chivalry is great and men should respect women, but I think that there has to be a mutual respect at
That's
some
true.
point. And I think that women just sometimes they have such high standards for chivalry that no guy even wants to be around them.
That's true.
Billy?
Well, personally, I know that I'm really good with being chivalrous and
Spell it.
spell what?
Chivalry.
And I'm really good at being and I really like being nice to women, especially because I like seeing smiles on their face, and I just always like to make people happy.
Okay, that's the end of Billy's rant. My rant, one of the things that just bothers me, obviously I love my wife Dana very much. She's the best. But I'm not talking, my rant will not be about chivalry. It'll be about producers and distractions. As we're trying to do, whatever project, say we're trying to work on, I just feel like everybody should be dialed in. Okay, we should all be engaged, working to make the best, whatever it is that you're working on. So if you're showing yearbook pictures and distracting, or playing arcade video games on a computer when you could be monitoring the podcast or whatever, all that is great. But yeah, so that's the end of our episode 2.
One more thing.
Episode 1.
Episode one.
Episode 1. And
Episode
we will be
1.
back. We're going to be doing a podcast weekly. On to Sam. What?
Just really quick, I just wanted to shout out my other podcast. It's Brown's podcast. Me and another student, Sully Prementine, do it. It's called The Danger Zone. Brown's podcast. So follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. First episode's up on SoundCloud. I mean, check it out.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
All right.